Okay, and Neace has been explaining his failure in Korea with the servers NA and Korea, they're not comparable. All of my viewers who are high elo NA, you're a lot worse than anyone who's stuck in Platinum Korea. And I'm going to explain why that's wrong and show some of the comments on this video that are so diluted and just get into the way Neace is thinking and dismantle it. So yeah, as it stands, Neace is still Platinum. He's been Platinum for weeks now. It's disgusting when you're claimed to be a challenger coach and you're stuck in Platinum. He's played over 100 games of Fakram, still negative winner on it. It's just, there's no excuse for this. You're in Platinum. This is considered low elo by many people because most people you're playing against in Platinum do not take the game that seriously. Like, Neace is like, oh, Korea is so good, but how can it be so good if you always claim that you have inters and trolls on your team? That just doesn't make very much sense. And I'm going to go over this video that Neace made recently and just listen to some of the coping he's making.
There's a couple problems with the Korea ladder, but I don't want to flame Korea, okay? Because mechanically, Korea's crazy hard.
Okay, the thing is, okay, maybe that's a little bit more, it's a little bit harder mechanically than NA, but it's Platinum 1, okay? That's top 3% of players. You cannot claim that, like, the top 0.1% or, like, high elo, top 0.5%, 0.1%, like, Masters GM area is where that would be. You can't claim that top 3% is harder than that, even if people do take it slightly more seriously in Korea. You can't also have, like, the clashing ideas that Korea is so much harder and people try so hard, and then also that you're getting teams full of inders. It just doesn't work, but I'll continue on with the video.
League's harder than NA and US, and I mean it. Way.
Maybe a little bit. Like, again, I think EUS actually has more players than Korea, but Korea does have more players than NA. Korea has a lot of players for how big a country it is, and it can be very hard in high elo, but not necessarily in Platinum. Like, when you're in high elo Korea, sure, people take it as your job, but not in Platinum. Most of these people are just casuals. When you get to high elo in Korea, there's a lot more people who play the game professionally. But when you're in, like, Platinum 1, it really shouldn't be that much different than, like, EU West or NA, just a little bit. And the reason for this, as I said, is in Korea, like, a lot more people take the game seriously as professional players because it's a bigger market there. But casually, players won't take it much more seriously than NA or EU West.
Way harder to do anything. You want to beat somebody in lane, that's going to be harder. You want a team fight, that's going to be harder. You get in, like, a little spacing battle with somebody.
So I find it interesting that Neace is saying that they're so good, but then he's also been saying that if he gets to Masters, he could climb up and stay there. This doesn't make any sense. It's a clashing ideal. I just wanted to point that out as well. He is making some very like, clashing arguments that you can only have one or the other. You can't have both.
That's going to be harder. If you got to smite off with somebody, it's going to be harder.
That's because of ping, yep. I mean, he's saying here that he doesn't have the ping advantage over them, which is, in my opinion, fair. Everything
is harder. It's literally, the only way I can frame Korea up is that NA, EOS, like, it's easy. It's like the game is on easy. I cannot.
Okay, and this is just obviously him making an excuse. Like, he's saying that Platinum players, like, only top 3% players, or under top 3% is what he's playing against often, are better than, like, top 0.1% in these other surfers, and, like, the top 0.1% will be people taking it competitively as their full-time job, whereas people Neace is playing against are not taking it as their full-time job. And this just makes no sense. Like, obviously Platinum 1 Korea is nowhere comparable to high elo NA or EU West, and Neace has claimed that he could hit high elo Korea, which is even harder than high elo NA and EU West. So clearly he's wrong, but again, like, someone can't cope like this if they want to climb. And I'm also going to go into some of his comments and some of the people that are feeding into his delusions after I'm done with this.
I cannot. I've been doing this long enough. It's incredible. The ping and the
ping. Well, you have low ping too, so it's not like it's fair. Plus, you're probably going to be playing against some, like, Chinese people, I bet, or those people will be on higher ping than you. So I bet you're on at least average ping.
Like, it's so much harder mechanically that it's painful sometimes. It's annoying. Because everything really has to feel earned. On NA, it often feels like I could just walk at people and win.
Okay, well, prove that first off. I would love to see Neace climb to Challenger in NA. I don't think he could nowadays. He never even hit Challenger NA when he first claimed it. For those of you who don't know, he faked it and lied about it and continues to lie about it. It's pretty much empirically proved that he lied about it, and I would actually love to see him climb in NA. He won't be going to NA for a while. His wife is stationed in Korea, but I would really love to see him climb in NA, because he is just saying that NA is like so much easier. EUS is so much easier. They prove it right now, because I don't think right now you could actually climb an NA if you're playing the way you are and you don't get like a riot account or nothing like that. Even if you do have a riot account, I think you're still going to end. I mean, you're getting better by the day, but not very much, Neace, and I don't think you'd be able to hit Masters in NA or EUS as it stands.
Because people, like, layering's terrible, their kiting's terrible. It's like, I don't know how else to frame it. It's just way harder. However, even though it's way harder, there's some fucked up shit. Oh yeah, and the game feels better too. It does feel better.
Well, then that should be helpful for you, right? Neace always says that his players are too bad and he's stuck in an elo hell, but then if he's saying that Korea is so much better, then it shouldn't be an elo hell. And this is obviously just like the coinciding, like, it's colliding viewpoints. It doesn't make any sense. You can't have one or the other. You can't have Korea be like way harder. You can't say that Platinum in Korea is like GMNA, and then also say that he's getting full of inters. I think now he's probably going to go into talking about how he thinks he has been being inted so much. And it's actually crazy because when I see inters, I usually see them on Neace's opponent's team, not his. And frankly, it's not even that high for a Platinum, like, elo. Neace gets about the average amount of inters, trolls, AFK is what you would expect.
There is some fucked up shit on this ladder. And Korea has, because it's harder, I understand why it's so fucked up. It kind of hit me. It was like a couple weeks ago. It hit me. Why is this ladder so fucking weird? And what is going on? So everybody's mechanically good, right? So mental becomes like everything in this game. And all the other little shit becomes everything in this game. Okay, so it's turned their ladder into some fucked up shit. First off, the trolling on this server is crazy. It is.
Well, if trolls decide the game, then wouldn't that mean that you would have a 50% win rate and 50% loss rate, or actually a bit above that, because you can only have 4 opportunities for troll on your team and 5 on the enemy team? But then when you look at your win rate, it's below 50%. So you're proving that you do matter, Neace. You're just proving that you matter in the negative. So this is obviously just clearly wrong.
Crazy. People say that I'm just bitching to bit. No,
yeah,
dude.
You are, man.
No.
You are.
I've grinded League before.
Again, Neace, I want to see you grind right now in NA. Like, I want to see you grind right now. Yeah, you've grinded in the past, being dual boosted and stuff. But I need you to actually prove that, like, without being dual boosted in your current form, that you could hit high elo. I don't think that's possible on any server besides, like, maybe LAN. And even then, I doubt you would even hit Challenger.
Like, I've grinded League off and on for years, right? This is crazy levels of fuck around, give a shit, like, or don't give a shit. This is like selling items, soft inting, all that stuff. That NA Smurf Q shit from like a year-ish ago.
And again, as I said, even if there's a bunch of trolls, he should still be a plus 50% win rate. He can explain like maybe a 52% win rate as, oh, I'm getting trolled all of my losses. But when you're losing way more than you're winning, that doesn't make any sense, because it's not like trolls are all going to be putting your team Neace. You can't have the excuse that you have quote-unquote Neace teams. That just is not going to fly anymore. And I'm kind of done watching this part of the video. I want to look at some of the comments now, and then I'm also going to go over why I think that Korea is not, in some ways, not much harder than NA. Okay, so obviously, Neace is saying, these comments don't read like human, more like animals. Wow, that's pretty harsh, but they all say the same words and phrases. It's so sad to see so many people hooked into thinking and saying buzzwords, operating with zero nuance. Okay. And most people are, like, insulting Neace. I don't know what this one says. I'm not going to read it. But this is one I really wanted to emphasize. This comment has 8 likes. We should flip the ladder. Have all the top of the leaders start from Iron 4, the lowest end of the ladder start at the top. As games evolve, Iron will return to their position. Mid-ladder will stay where they are, and the top of the ladder will climb back up, mingling everyone at one point or another. We can call it ladder soup. Like, bro, I hope I don't even have to explain why that's a horrible idea, but, like, it wouldn't make any sense. High elo players would not even want to continue playing on their accounts. It would make for a horrible game experience. I don't even know why you'd ever want to do that. Like, what even is the point of that? I actually don't know what the point of that is. Because what if, like, some low elo player were to not play on their account for a year and then suddenly get in challenger games and int them? Like, that would make no one happy. I want to see if people have to be calling this guy out. Okay, this is one of my commenters. And he's going to be stuck up Plat diamonds. Yeah, true. If the ladder flipped, he'd still be where he is because he's in, like, mid elo. But yeah. pretty much Neace is like coping, and I'm actually gonna go over. Faker said that NA solo queue is more difficult than World, and this is actually true in some ways. NA has a lot of difficulties. I'm gonna go over this.
NA server is more difficult than playing at Worlds, said by Faker. In one of the latest interviews, Faker mentioned that I have been playing in NA solo queue. They have been
Worlds,
much more difficult than Worlds. So I believe NA will have a good chance for next year. I hope LCS can become the best region.
Yeah, so NA is actually not a joke region. I think it's not as strong as Korea, but when you have to consider, it's like it's really like the top percent. You have to look at the percent more and like how many players are above you. It's not just, oh, like this server is harder. Being top 3% in Korea is harder than top 0.1% in NA. That just makes no sense, because when you're top 0.1% of NA, you're going to be playing against professionals. When you're top 3%, you're going to be playing against casuals. And that's why the difference between stuff like Plat and Diamond and Challenger is almost as big as the difference between like Diamond and Bronze in many ways. Because you're getting to people who are actually playing the game as a job. And right now, Neace is just playing against casuals, and that's why he sees so many inters. But, yeah, there's really no evidence that Korea and Platinum is way harder than NA, and I don't think it would be any more equivalent than like Diamond, maybe like 4 NA. And Yasuke has tweeted about this too. And yeah, this is Yasuke talking about playing in Korea now on this new season, and he said he got in 2018 he got Diamond with 180 ping, and he has hit high Diamond this season so far with 140 ping, and he's thinking he's got a good shot at Masters. I don't know. He's definitely got Diamond. He's doing better than Neace is on 140 ping, and Yasuke is not even like rank 1 NA or nothing. So this is proof that Neace is full of BS, because someone on 140 ping that's not even like usually like Challenger-ish NA, they're a bit lower than that usually, is able to make it higher than Neace, like a lot higher than Neace actually, on higher ping. That just doesn't make sense to me. Like Neace, you can cope all you want. The difficulty you're claiming difference is not true, and the amount of trolls you're getting really isn't there. Like I don't see you getting many trolls when you play. Almost everyone is tryharding. Probably tryharding more than they would on NA or EU West, because Koreans take the game very seriously. But yeah, let me know about your thoughts on this video, and let me know if you think that Neace is coping, and whether you think that Korea is actually that much harder than NA. Whether you think that Platinum Korea is actually like Challenger NA. Rank 1 NA is equivalent to like Silver Korea, right? I'm pretty sure that makes sense. But yeah, see you in the next video.